Okay, so this video is to show you how I draw my grid with the Silhouette Cameo. I'm gonna say that it's a 50-50 fail because sometimes works and sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes I just find it easier to draw the lines by hand, but when it works, it's actually great. I do use the Sharpie permanent marker, ultra fine point, or extra fine fine point. Don't use the Silhouette sketch pens because they are water based and they are not gonna stay on the mat. The dollar store mats, they have a texture side, and you wanna draw the lines, the grid on that side. So you can do your cutting on the other side. And so this is what I do. I just go to the Silhouette Studio program and I just trace the grid on top of the screen grid. So I just draw the lines to match on top of the already existing lines. I do 1 to 10 because the dollar store mats, they are only 11 inches wide. So we are gonna be missing 1 inch, but they are 14 inches long. So I just draw my lines, and then I go to the replicate tab, and I do, sorry, I'm a little sick. I just go to replicate, and then I hit rotate one copy. And then I just make sure that that is aligned to the screen grid. So it looks fine. I move the grid to the right 1 inch, and I'll show you why. And then I just type my numbers on top first, and I just flip them because we are gonna be printing the lines and numbers on the other side, so it has to be flipped. So when we do the cutting on the opposite side, we get to see the numbers the correct way. So I just type the numbers on top, and then I just copy paste my numbers. This is number 1, and this is number 2. Copy and paste. And if you hide your grid, it's gonna look, it's gonna look like this. Let me group these ones, and I'm just gonna move them to the right. I have one that is already done. So I move my grid 1 inch to the left because, as I told you before, the dollar store mats are only 11 inches wide, so you are gonna be missing 1. So you don't wanna be printing on your original mat. So you just, I don't know if I'm explaining myself, you move it 1 inch to the right. Let me show you the grid again. See, I didn't place it right here because the dollar store mat is not as wide. So I'm gonna place it on the next line. So it's gonna look like this. So now I'm just gonna load my mat and I'll show you how it's printed. Okay, so these are the mats for those ones that didn't see the other video. These are from the dollar store, and of course, being from the dollar store, they are $1. I got them at the Dollar Tree store, and the bag comes with 2 mats. They are not clear as the original one. They are opaque, but that doesn't matter. And I do have the Cricut Cake Mini and this Silhouette Cameo, and they work just perfect. These are the dollar store mats. They are actually the same thickness as the Cricut mats. And I just use the same plastic bag that they come in. I just cut the edges and I get two plastic protective plastics, I guess, just to put them on top of the mat so they don't stick to each other. And they have one side that is kinda smooth, glossy side, and the other side is like it has like a little texture. You wanna print the lines on the texture side, because if not, the ink comes out pretty easy. And don't use your sketch pens, because these are very fine and they are it's not permanent ink, so it comes out. It actually doesn't even draw anything on the mats. You can draw anything on the mats with that one. So I already loaded my my Sharpie. It's the, I think, super fine. It's a ultra fine point, and I'm just gonna load my. I just before I used to be able to just load the dollar store mat and draw the lines and it worked fine. I did it like 3 times or 4 times and it worked fine, but now it's not working. It just goes like wobbling everywhere. So I'm just gonna try and put it on top of the original mat. And I am actually gonna put a little piece of paper where there's no mat, because I don't want to draw on my original mat. So I'm just gonna load this. Let me check. It looks fine there. Yeah, you're right. Oops. I think I put my pen too low. Let me see. Try it again. There we go. Now I'm just gonna send my grid to the Silhouette here in my computer. I'm just gonna hit start. And let's see. Oh no, I think my permanent marker just died. But so I'm back. Of course, I don't have any other black marker. I have a red one, so it might actually works better, because you are gonna be able to see better. Lines. Okay, so now it's all done. It took exactly 5 minutes to complete. So I do think that is a fail. It's easier just to make them by hand. But, I mean, it works. But now I think it's easier just to make it by hand. I don't know if you can see the numbers and everything. Let me take it out of the original mat. And put it against the other side so you get to see how they matches perfectly. I'm gonna put it against the I'm sorry. No, I tried to find a white page, but anyway, you get the idea. And there's the numbers, and of course we printed on the I'm sorry, I'm blocking the word. We printed on the rough side, the one with the little texture. So we're actually gonna be doing our cutting on the soft side. So when you turn it, you get the numbers right. And since the mat is not as wide, we only get I only get 10 inches from this one. So now the easy part is just to put either painter's tape or masking tape. I just can't find my tape. I just use masking tape, but this one, I don't know, it's a bad masking tape. It's from the dollar store. So I just put tape at the edge. I'll do it down here. And you can draw the lines that are missing from the bottom. And since this is supposed to be easy, just gonna put the tape like this. And another one on this side. I have plastic on the table, it's sticking to everything. And now I just put the mat on top of a newspaper, or you can do it outside, which is better. And I do it the easy way. I don't use this anymore because it's just a pain to have to mix it and everything. So I just do it the easy way. I just use the spray glue and it dries right away. And then you have your stick mat ready to go. And you can even put as much glue as you want. If you want it to be very sticky, just put another layer of glue. I forgot to take off my tape. And one more on this side. I'm sorry, this is the messiest video ever. Okay, so there's your mat, all nice and sticky. And then you just cut the plastic bag, and you can use the same bag as a protective thing for the mat, so they don't stick to each other. Of course, since I just put the glue, it's very sticky, but after a couple of uses, it gets better. And what else I was gonna say about this? Well, it works, but I think sometimes it's easier just to draw the lines by hand. So I hope this helps. I'm sorry about the messy video, and thanks for watching. If you have any questions, just post them there. Okay, bye bye. Thank you.